Hi, I'm Azazel, and I usually don't make videos like this, or videos at all. But this is something very important to discuss regarding a community I was part of since 2017. I find it is especially necessary to talk about right now since the site in question has become more and more popular with big figures joining. I think everyone remembers when Pyrocynical joined the site, and the number of users going up every day. I'm going to explain the major issues with Toyhou.se and its moderation, and why you should save everything you uploaded there as fast as possible and leave the site. I'd even recommend deleting your characters, but make sure to save the ownership logs. I'll start with the most important to most users, and that's the security issues. Toyhou.se has been abandoned by the admin, not being updated or worked on anymore as the admin does not give a shit, to put it lightly. Therefore, relying on it to store your information is highly dangerous, as the lack of updating will eventually make the site a target for cyber attacks, especially with all the image logs and cases of hacking in the past. It's also very likely, if something like this does happen to your account, that admin will not help you, as they largely ignore emails. It is also a huge issue when blocking users, as sure, you can IP block them and the site doesn't guarantee you'll be foolproof, but even if they're using their main account where you blocked plus IP blocked them, they can access your characters very easily, simply by doing add image, other users' characters, and writing down your username. It's that simple, you can even try this out yourself. As long as a character is public, or its tabs are, regardless of who is doing this, they will be able to view your character's icons and folders without any issues. This is an even bigger issue for banned accounts. Toyhou.se does not delete your data whatsoever when you get banned, regardless of the reason. The characters on the account will remain as they were, and you are completely powerless to change anything, including your user settings. That means, if you had a public character before getting banned, someone who is IP blocked can access that character still, but you cannot. Generally, literally everyone on the site has access to your characters except you, which is a huge issue, especially because admin doesn't help at all with issues of this nature. If someone knows the artist of one of your character's images, for example, and let's say your character is authorized only but the tabs aren't, that person can simply go into the artist's gallery and find your character's image. But again, you, the owner of that character, cannot get access to any of your characters at all. Now I'm going to go through several points since there's so much to talk about here, bear with me. Admin's favoritism is blatant and a huge issue on the site. I have personal experience with this, as this is why I was banned. One of the users' admin favors sent them a ticket, and admin believed them with no questions asked and banned everyone involved without even reading their ticket fully. They have also said I wouldn't normally do this, but I'll do it for you verbatim to the same user. They also refuse to help certain users but will help others if they favor them more. I tried my best to not believe this was the case, but it is so blatantly obvious. Admin has directly stated that the reason they will not hire any moderators is because they see Toyhou.se as nothing but a personal project. I don't want to invest money into it. Verbatim, I don't remember exactly what they said, but I think you can tell how this is an issue for a website with this many users, especially because many people and many other sites rely on it to verify ownership of characters, worth hundreds of dollars by the way, and image storage. There's very simple issues that can be fixed easily, yet the admin has refused to do anything about them since 2015. Watermarked images and watermarks in general are flimsy and broken. Folder names are still not formatted properly, and images so constantly break in general. It's obviously an unfinished site and admin has given up on it. Emails and tickets are hardly responded to, especially emails, which is especially bad since emails are usually from users who have been falsely banned. And it's not like admin has no time. They stream on Twitch every single day without breaks. This time could easily be used to at least glance at important emails, or shit, they could just hire someone to look through emails for them. I'd literally do it myself! CBCs are also a huge example of this favoritism. Characters that are so obviously rip-offs of canon characters do not get removed, but a character that just shares a name and has a completely different design can and probably will be removed. Admin barely fully reads tickets and emails, and refuses to respond to users in general. They refuse to conversate and explain anything to users. For example, I got banned falsely and admin did not respond to me once through emails. Instead, they responded only to my friend through tickets. If I did not have this friend sending tickets for me, I would have been completely lost on what to do. Admin has stated several times that they don't moderate co-own disputes, but once a user they favored sent them a ticket regarding a co-own dispute, they instantly banned the person the ticket was about. The ticket wasn't even about the co-own, it was requesting that the user was told not to use the character as their icon. It was supposed to be a notice, but admin immediately banned this user with no questions asked. They also state several times that they do not take Discord screenshots as evidence. However, they've done this for other users, and I know because these users have used those screenshots against me. There have been so many instances of admin completely ignoring horrid rule-breaking behavior on the forums, taking an insanely long time to respond to anything if they respond at all, and I'm talking instances as bad as people posting gore in relations with children, actual gore and CP on the site going around without any moderation for hours, if not days or months. Not to mention the sheer amount of harassment and block evasion going on the site that goes completely unmoderated, because admin would only take very specific proof. If someone doesn't specifically go like, hello, I am block evading you, and I am also stealing your characters, then you will not get any help at all. Beware posts should be allowed, sure, but admin has flagged things such as hate comments as personal disputes and done nothing about it. The main reason I am making this is because of my personal experience with Toyhou.se over the past few months. One of my friends was banned because of a co-own they had with another user. Admin is not supposed to moderate co-owns per their own words, yet the user who reported it was, and is, one of admin's favorites. Regardless, the user has shown me the tickets they sent, and they had only asked admin to send the banned person a notice about their profile picture. They didn't want this user to get banned, but admin didn't bother to read their ticket and simply did what was easiest. My friend already had an alt, but they were now scared that admin would ban said alt if they used it. So they asked if anyone wanted the characters on the alt to archive them, and I offered to do so. The characters were then transferred to my account. The two of us decided that it'd be safer if they just put on their profile that I was managing the account, so they wouldn't get falsely banned again. But instead what happened is that their account got banned again, and I was banned alongside it despite never actually being on the account myself. When I woke up to these awful news, I panicked and sent admin an email asking what I did wrong, that I never had access to the account. But admin did not respond to me. The only form of communication I got was when my friend sent a ticket for me asking the same questions. If my friend hadn't sent this ticket, I would have never known what the fuck was going on. But my friend got a response ignoring every single thing they said and simply stating that they had proof I was on the account. The proof? A comment I made on the account's profile saying meow 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 meow. Yeah, I'm serious. That's their proof to ban an account with 2,212 characters who's existed since 2017. A user that had never broken any other rules. Was banned for a comment saying meow 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 meow. I showed admin proof that I wasn't on the account, and still they refused to unban me, calling me a liar. I was never told why I was a liar or anything I had said was a lie. And I still don't know. Admin simply decided I was a liar and stuck with it. I'd love to know how or why so I could explain things, but admin never communicated with me. All they said was, try to reappeal again in 30 days. I did reappeal after 30 days with the proof that I was never on my friend's account, but the admin ignored that section of my email because of a situation that happened a few days earlier. A friend of mine had given me their password and told me that I could transfer characters to my account freely. They had given me ownership of a handful of characters, and the situation was a little confusing, but the gist of it is that this person ended up trying to scam me and several others. But our trade, mentioned above, where they had told me I could transfer characters from their account, was still valid, so I went on their account and transferred my characters to my account. All you need to know about that messy situation is that I was given permission more than once and ownership of these characters. So when I transferred them to myself, this user falsely reported me and everyone who had received characters. My shared account that had transferred the characters was not banned, but everyone who had received transfers from it was banned. About 10 users were banned in one day just for accepting transfers. There was no proof they were at all involved in any of this, yet they were all banned with the reason being theft, double cheeseburger, that being my shared account. These users sent emails to Toyhou.se trying to explain the situation, and for most of them, Toyhou.se did fix the mistake. However, 3 people remained unbanned. One was a friend who had received the character like everyone else but never received and has not received a response from admin at all. They are no different from the others who were unbanned, so this specifically upsets me very much. One of my friends who had access to double cheeseburger but ended up getting a timer on their account for 30 days later, ending up getting unbanned with no consequences. My partner who had also been on double cheeseburger, and myself. During this entire situation, I had made posts on Blue Sky where I complained about admin's neglect of the site, but they saw these posts and added on their email response to me that I was spreading false claims with no proof. I also had to send admin a Discord DM to get them to unban anyone at all, proving that emails alone will not do anything, which shouldn't be the case. Nobody should have to go out of their way to reach admin through their private account to get any sort of response or help for a mistake admin made. Admin did not respond to me that time though, and confirmed me that the characters are in my ownership. I showed them proof that nothing was ever stolen and that nobody should have been banned in the first place. Still, admin told me and my partner to wait 30 days to appeal again. The other person who got banned never got any response at all. 30 days later, we sent in our appeals and waited for weeks. Nothing. My friend who got their account back sent several tickets trying to get any response from admin. Firstly, admin told them that there was a ban appeal queue. This was not present when the 10 bans happened, as those people had their accounts back on the same day except one for some reason, so why now? Plus, there's people who've been waiting on this queue for years. Admin doesn't seem to ever want to address this queue anyway, because it's literally been a month, almost 2, since we sent our appeals on the date admin requested, and even our friend sending tickets has stopped getting responses. Admin is completely unresponsive now, and our accounts are still banned. I've lost all hope that I'll ever get my 2,212 characters back, as devastating as that is. And if you're going to ask why, don't just ask admin to transfer our characters to a friend who does have a toy house. We tried. Admin simply says that they do not transfer characters from accounts closed for theft, despite us proving that there was no theft. If you can, and if you care, please do share this video and help us get our stuff back. Even the person who originally reported me says they don't want me to lose everything, that they wouldn't care if I was on Toy House. I don't even want to be on Toy House. I made this clear to admin that I just want to log in, archive my characters, and delete them. I personally do not want anything of my ownership on Toy House, as I do not trust the admin whatsoever, and I do not trust that they'll ever listen to me no matter how much proof I send them. I'm incredibly upset that people who I have blocked can see my characters, yet I can't. I'm upset that I can't even authorize my characters. I'm upset that I have no choice over whether my characters are on Toy House or not. I want to delete them, but I cannot. Please, if you can, just help me in some way, just anything. Someone I knew was banned for creating their account when they were under 13, which is reasonable. However, all the characters on the account were received either after they were 13 or very recently. They're currently 16. Yet, admin refused to transfer any of them. The user was allowed to make a new account now that they are of the appropriate age, but the characters are forever stuck on that account. Previous owners can't have them, new owners can't have them, it's ridiculous. There's a lot of users who've harassed me on Toy House since 2017, but admin has never done anything about it. Regardless of the proof I send, I even have screenshots of people saying they're going to outright steal my characters, but unless I have very obvious re-upload link, admin doesn't believe me or do anything leading these people to continue making my life hell. I'm far from the only person, as the community in general is a headache, and this is no secret to anyone on the site. Things like hate comments on a profile and insults are allowed to be posted and stay on the site with no punishment because admin simply says it's a personal dispute, even if the person who's receiving said comments isn't involved with any of the commenters. Block evasion is also not punished unless someone outright tells you that they're block evading you. This extends to a user who's been going against my blacklist since 2024. I reported this person several times, and they allegedly reported me every single day for a time because they wanted to get me banned out of spite, and admin simply told me that they couldn't do anything because I didn't have any proof that they knew of the blacklist, despite them being blacklisted since 2023. Regardless, they sent the user a site notice. This user got my designs again, several, and I reported them again, only for Toy House to use a cropped and out-of-context Discord screenshot to prove that I was lying and this person was innocent, after I had already reported them for the same thing and they had received the whole site notice. This person is still going after my designs, going as far as ripping off my fucking Sona clear as day, yet I cannot do anything about it. Recently, I found out that someone I had issues with before who had already stolen one of my characters via directly re-uploading it has done it again and re-uploaded one of my characters on the site. My friend sent in a ticket for me as I've given up on emails and Toy House refuses to respond. So there's an outright stolen character going around Toy House and it's allowed just because I'm banned. I'm going to mention 2 sites that I recently had to contact the moderation team of for help in similar instances who have done miles better than Toy House. This is not only to call out an alternative, but also that you understand how bullshit Toy House's approach is. Artfight. I got falsely banned from Artfight last year. Someone had sent a report on my account with old screenshots of when I was being groomed, and I was devastated and didn't know what to do. I sent in a ban appeal and the staff reviewed it in a timely manner and then banned me after less than a week. If I recall correctly, it was the next or same day even. They recognized their mistake and listened to me, communicated with me, and urged me to report the users who falsely got me banned. Recently, I've also had to report the same person who's been getting my designs despite being blacklisted because they've been posting those characters along with one they stole from me that I also report on Toy House, but nothing. On Artfight. Obviously, they are not allowed to use my art or designs, so I sent in a Discord DM about it to one of the moderators asking how I could get help with this, and they responded the next day. They then forwarded my report to the staff team to review. This happened because Artfight has more than one admin. Unvale. I had to report the same person was uploading blacklisted designs and stolen characters on Unvale because they were also using Unvale to stalk and download my art without my consent. The first mod I spoke to didn't know how to help me, so they, instead of ignoring me or calling me a liar, got another mod to take over. This other mod knew how to help me and was very informative, and they took my suggestion of adding a block feature ASAP. This is something Toyhou.se could never do. Unvale is a much smaller site than Toyhou.se, being in beta to the point they don't even have a block feature yet, but they handle moderation issues much better than Toyhou.se, which is frankly embarrassing for Toyhou.se, and you know what that is? They have a fucking mod team! It's appalling how much Toyhou.se has been taking advantage of their users too. Do any of you ask where the hell your money from premium is going? Speaking of, I bought 3-month premium just before getting banned. Guess where that money went? To the trash. I got falsely banned and I have been banned with no responsive for 3 months. So there goes my $25. Thanks, admin! Basically, please download all the art of your characters, screenshot and archive your ownership log, save everything and warn others. If you feel so inclined, and I do recommend you do this, delete your characters too off the site or private them, since if you get falsely banned, they'll be publicly available to anyone against your will. Shit, they're currently available to users you blocked against your will. Please share this with other Toyhou.se users, tell me your experiences and thoughts, share your opinions, please just make noise about this because this is a huge issue and with how big Toyhou.se is, it's only going to get worse. If you can, please also send tickets about my situation. My username on site is DivineTerrors, and the other banned users are Starfault, Ratghoul, and Rinu. We just want communication from admin, literally anything. Please, just help us. Even a no would be better than radio silence. Thank you, and stay safe. Bye. I suck at reading scripts. As a last message for this video in general, I want to say that this is not a hit piece on admin. I would never want anybody to think of it that way. If admin themselves is watching this, I'm sorry if I sound aggressive in some parts. I am just incredibly frustrated with the lack of communication. I really want to understand your side of the story. I always have, and I want to know what your perspective is of all this stuff. But without you communicating with me, I don't know, and all I know is my own perspective, which is that I'm being ignored and told I'm a liar for no reason. I've always been innocent since the start when it comes to the whole thing with my friend's account. And I wished that I could make it up to you by explaining or talking, but you just aren't giving me anything, and I really can't understand your perspective if you don't give me anything. I'm not asking for any personal conversation because this isn't personal at all, but if you don't want me to make blue sky posts with stuff that I don't understand, then please explain to me what I'm not understanding and how you view this situation. I looked through the screenshots I provided in the earlier parts of the video, and I do kind of understand better now that I've read through them properly without being emotionally charged, that you thought that the original thing was a case of theft, and I thought that that was the case at first too, which is why I told my friend to delete the profile. They didn't, but that's not my fault. I didn't do that. I understand your thing that it was a case of theft, and you did tell them that. But it is still hypocritical when it comes to it being a co-own dispute and you telling them that you don't moderate those. It's just confusing because why did only one person not get unbanned when everybody else was unbanned the same day? Why are they still getting no responses? Why did one person get unbanned after 30 days but nobody else did? Why did none of us get any confirmation that we will ever get our accounts back? I appreciate that you let us appeal at all. I do. But I'm confused, and honestly, I'm desperate. Toyhou.se was something that meant a lot to me. I know you don't owe me anything, but I paid premium for years because I cared about the site, because I enjoyed it. It was the only place where I could have my characters, and even though I was anxious all the time about getting banned for no reason, which I guess ended up happening, I still enjoyed my time there, and I just wish I could have my normalcy back. I use my characters as a way to remember things because I have a lot of disorders that make me forget, which is also why I was so confused when I sent that first email, and why I kept block evading on accident because I kept forgetting that I couldn't log in. I forget a lot of things, and OCs were, as stupid as this sounds, my way of remembering. When I got certain characters or drew certain things, those memories would stay with me when I looked at those characters and drawings. But now that they're gone and I can't look at them at all, my memories have been disappearing a lot faster. I'm forgetting entire people, entire events. I can't remember most of this year after I got banned, or before. I don't remember a lot. And this is stupid because I don't. You don't owe me anything, you're just a guy that has a website, but I just want to be able to have control of something. I feel so powerless, and I've cried a lot over this because I I don't know what I did wrong. You aren't telling me what I did wrong, and I don't know what to do. I'm lost. Honestly, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. You don't answer me. You don't tell me what I'm supposed to do. I've sent you ban appeals like you told me. I waited 30 days. I didn't log in at all. I got desperate. I am desperate. Do you want me to... I don't know. I just want to get my stuff back and then delete everything so I don't have to worry about it anymore, but I can't even do that. People that betrayed me can still access my characters, and yet I can't. It's fucking heartbreaking. I just want to be safe. People are re-uploading my stuff, stealing my characters, taking advantage of the fact that I can't report them. And you're letting them do that. And I don't know why. I don't know what I did. It was stupid to tell my friend that they could ban evade, but I saw so many people doing it that I thought it'd be fine. It was a stupid decision, but I told them to delete the thing. I told them to do everything right. It's not my fault that they didn't. It's not my fault that they made a mistake. And it's not my fault that I didn't know there was more than one warning. I saw the one that I put in the video and that was it. And I told them to delete the profile and yet they didn't. I guess that's my bad for not knowing, but I just wish there was some kind of communication for me and for everyone else, because why is my friend still banned? He just accepted a transfer. It's not that big of a deal. He shouldn't have gotten banned in the first place, and I don't understand why he's still not unbanned. Everybody else got unbanned and went back to their normal lives, relying on Toyhou.se as usual, acting like nothing happened, and I can't do that. I'm just stuck here, yearning for something that I can't have because I don't even get communication to know what I did wrong. Why did I do this time? I did everything right. I didn't log in. I stayed out. I left you alone. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Am I supposed to just sit here and wait? Just sit here and wait to know if I'll ever get my normalcy back? I know this is dumb to most people, but it's literally all I had for so long. And when the day I got banned, I the only thing that saved me was that my dad was home. And then he got banned too, so it's not like it fucking matters, but I I just want to ask for help. I even had to ask for help for someone who hurt me a lot, and I hate that. I don't want to be like this. I don't want to be vulnerable. I don't want to display all this stuff for the internet to see, because I know that the people who stalk me will see it too and they'll use it against me as usual, and I know they're gonna hurt me again, but I can't. I'm lost on what to do. I'm desperate. I understand why Rinu got banned. I understand why all that stuff happened, but why now? Why am I being punished for something I didn't do? Why does it hurt so bad to lose something that's just PNGs on a screen? I don't understand. And I just want to have my normalcy back. I just want to be able to save my stuff, delete it, and not have to ever think about Toyhou.se ever again. I never trusted the site because, I don't know, you shouldn't trust sites to archive all your stuff. It's not a good idea. I always archived everything. I always made sure that I followed the rules. I always made sure that I kept everything under control. I told people to archive their shit. Nobody fucking listened to me. And then I got banned and I didn't have everything archived. I had just gotten about 200 characters the day before and I didn't archive them all. Despite my efforts, despite how much I tried to keep everything under control, how much I tried to be self-sufficient, how much I tried to be on top of things, I failed. My best wasn't good enough. I I don't even want to be on Toyhou.se at all. I didn't for a long time. I just want to be able to archive my characters and delete them from the site, so I never have to worry about this shit again. Why can't I even do that? Let me get my stuff, delete it, and then just leave the site forever. I don't want to stay. Just let me have my things. Whatever. I don't know what the point of this fucking part is even. I'm not asking for pity. I'm not asking for anything. I'm just desperate. And I think that maybe if I'm sincere, then I will stop being called a liar. Because I'm not trying to lie. I don't know what I did that was a lie. I genuinely don't. And I want to know. I want to be better. I want to know what I did wrong. But the fact that I'm not getting any communication and that everyone around me is in pain because of it, I'm devastated and I just need something. And I'm desperate and I don't know what to do. This video is my last resort. So, I don't know. Whatever. It's probably not gonna do anything. But, yeah, thanks for watching, I guess.